Hello everyone, my name is Ryan. Today I'm going to be telling you the story of how the wren became king. A long time ago, there was a lot of birds, but none of them could really decide on anything. The songbirds all thought that they sounded the prettiest, so they could be in charge of everything, and all the owls thought because they were the smartest that they got to be in charge of everything as well. The ducks and the geese came back around, quacking and squawking as they do, and said, "Well, no, let us be the birds that are king above all, for we can swim and fly and walk on the earth." And amongst all their chatterings, squabblings, and gobblings, the great falcons, hawks, and eagles caught wind of this. And, catching the wind, they glide down from their mighty perches in the mountains and the trees, and they say unto all, "For let it be the great eagle, the king of all eagles, and all falcons and hawks, for he is the greatest of all birds. Let him be the king of all birds." And everybody was a little less than keen to fight the eagles about this, so they said, "Well, hold on, maybe we can decide something else." But then the wren, the smallest of all birds, hops out of its little burrow, marches itself over and says, "Excuse me, I have an idea. What about a competition?" And of course, all the other birds laugh at this idea and say, "What is the competition you have in mind, little bird?" And of course, the little wren says unto the great eagle, "Let us have a competition. He who can fly the highest and the farthest and the mightiest can then be king of all birds. It will be fair, for we all can fly." The great eagle considers this for a moment and says, "Yes, let us. Let us all take wind and see who can fly the highest." And so the little tiny wren, clever and tricksy as he is, jumps into the feathers of the great eagle, and in so a great murmuration of birds all take off at once to see who could fly the highest, the wren hiding deep, nestled, buried in the great feathers of the eagle. And so they all fly high, and of course the mighty winds take down the songbirds, and they sing their sad songs of losing and failure, weeping as they do. The owls, being very tired, never take off in the first place, and the ducks don't seem too keen either, enjoying their pond time as it is. Of course, the great eagles and falcons all race each other, except for the greatest of eagles, who is taken off long before everybody else. And so everyone once then finally gives up, and the greatest of all eagles is now exhausted as he has flown all he can, and so he dives back down towards the earth, except he feels a little push off his back, and he looks up and he sees the wren chirping, "I am king, I am king, I am the king of all birds, the wren, it is I, the king of all birds." The eagle is furious, and he demands that he follow, and he tries to race after the wren, but he cannot, so he acquiesces and said, "Let us all reach the ground and discuss this once more." The wren, claiming his victory, reaches back to the ground, and the eagle says, "You tricked us, you lied, you deceived us." The wren says, "If it cannot be the mightiest of all birds, let it be the most cunning, then, that is king." And the eagle says, "No, let us have another competition, for let us see who can be the lowest of all birds. If we cannot fly the highest, we shall see who is the most agile." And so the little wren considers this for a moment and says, "Yes, let it be the lowest of all birds." And the eagles think that they have won, for they are the most agile, sweeping and flying between the ravines and trees and rivers and mountains and valleys. And once again, the songbirds have failed, the owls have failed, and the eagles trying to claim triumph, except for they hear another chirping, the wren, who dove into a little mouse hole, as he is prone to do, and screams to himself, "I am king, I am king, I am king of all birds." And the great eagle is furious, for he has lost once again to this tiniest of all birds, and he says, "We will hunt you, wren, and if not I, then the mighty owls, for we will watch you day and night until we get you." And sadly, the wren is bored, and he's waiting and waiting, and night has fallen, and he's waiting and waiting, and then suddenly the wren's best of friends, the songbirds, sing their praises as the sun rises, and the great mighty owl, with its very large eyes, is blinded by the light, not being able to see. The wren swoops into the bushes, hiding from all those that would seek to catch him, and every time that he sees one of the owls or the falcons or the great eagles of the sky, he sings his little mighty song, "I am the king, I am the king, and the king of all birds." Thank you for listening.